Let's take a minute now for the evaluators, evaluator, and all of you to prepare some notes for what we do as group evaluations of our speakers. So we'll be right back. Next speaker this evening is what we could call a computer maven. You all know what a maven is? Our next speaker is Pavel Ani, who will be giving his project number 3, the third speech from the Competent Communication Manual. The project is entitled Get to the Point. The point of Pavel's speech will be to tell us probably more than we'll ever want to know about computers, in terms of addiction, in terms of keeping balance between computers and reality, in terms of protecting balance in our lives, especially with kids. How many of you have kids in school? Nobody? Okay. Pavel has spent a significant portion of his career working with computers, training people on computers, talking about computers. He knows perfectly well how addictive they can be, and he wants to share his experience and his observations on how to bring balance, or should it be this way, between computers and life in your home. His speech is titled Kids and Computers, and it will be 5 to 7 minutes long. Please help me welcome Pavel Ani.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Have you ever played computer games? Don't be shy. It's okay. And probably you have kids, you have children, grandchildren, or at least kids you feel responsible for. And probably you have the same problem as I have. How to balance, how to teach kids how to work with computers. More powerful computer became the more power they have on our lives. The more power they have to take over our lives. And we have to be very careful with this powerful tool in our lives. Have you heard about anybody who is obsessed with calculator? Probably not, but we heard a lot of stories about people obsessed with computers, addicted to computers, addicted to internet, and all around the computers. Instead of picture computer as the biggest evil in the world, let's talk about some lessons I learned myself during my life with my kids. One of them is freshman in Newton North now, and second one is going to be in the kindergarten by this fall. So I have this experience with the older one, and I hope to learn some and to apply some lessons with the younger one. I cannot say that I'm a role model in getting kids to the computer, but at least I can share some lessons with you. Lesson number 1. First of all, you have to be the master of your computer, not the slave. If you are not ready to be the master of your computer, please train yourself or postpone the purchase of this computer. Because, as I said, computers become more and more powerful, and computer can easily take over your life, and especially your kids' lives. And being a master is a part of the discipline, computer discipline, and it's not the rocket science. It's part of normal human discipline, and you have to tell your kids when it's okay to use computer, when it's okay to probably even play games, and when it's not okay. And you have to implement this discipline. There are a lot of technical tools to help you in implementing this discipline, but it starts with normal human old tradition discipline, and then you can use, as I said, you can use technical tools and technical measures to implement this discipline. And here is the lesson number 2. Choose your platform carefully. I mean, the computer platform, the operating system. Choose it carefully, because it can be very helpful in implementing this discipline, or it can destroy all your best intentions regarding computer discipline. I have to confess, I don't like Microsoft Windows. Probably you too. But I don't use Microsoft Windows for probably 15 years already. And I have a lot of reasons for that, and probably this could be a topic for my next presentation. But still, the biggest point here is lack of discipline. You cannot be master of your computer if it runs Microsoft Windows, unfortunately. So my choice is operating systems based on so-called Unix-like systems, and these days they are Macintosh, Mac OS, and Linux, and lately OpenSolaris. I work for Sun, if you remember, and this is Sun-produced operating system. Lesson number 3. Try to teach your kids at least basics of programming. At least basics. I have a good quote from famous Russian scientist Michael Lomonosov. He said one time, you have to learn math at least because it puts things in order in your mind. The same about programming. It puts things in order. It puts all the causes and the results in the right order. And you can teach your kids basic constructions like if, then, else, and they can think more logically. And this is a good thing to use for your kids. And main lesson I have to share: keep the balance between computer and your life in your home. Don't let computer to take over your life. On the other hand, don't blame computer as the biggest evil in the world. Keep the balance. Rule your computer and your kids with a strong hand, and try to look for the best in your computer and in your kids. Thank you.